Let me guess. You were scrolling through TikTok or YouTube, and you just saw a video of a guy throw a cast net into a seemingly empty body of water and catch 400 mullet or 400 bluegill or 400 bass. And you're like, well, that looks pretty simple, right? That looks pretty simple. You just take it and just toss it in the water, and it's, oh, yay. But then you just went to Walmart, you just got yourself a cast net, you got out to the water, you threw it in, and surprisingly, you caught nothing because it didn't open. So you came to YouTube, now you're watching this video trying to figure out how to throw it. I'm gonna help you with that. So, what we're gonna do to start is you got everything laid out on the ground. You have no idea what you're doing. Most cast nets are gonna have a loop. Tie one up real fast. Most of them are gonna have a loop like that, somewhere on the end of the cast net, on the end of the line. Mine does have a handle, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. So if you have this loop, this is gonna go on your right hand. But the second that thing reaches the end of your line, that thing is gonna go straight off your hand. So what you gotta do is you're gonna take this main line that's attached to the loop, put it through the hole, and out the other side. So you're gonna take your loop, you're gonna put this main line through it, and it's gonna make this secondary loop. Put your hand through there, pull that main line tight, and that's gonna cinch down on your arm. Now when that thing goes, you can't pull off your wrist. So, fortunately enough, mine does have an actual handle on it. It is ripping, but it does have a handle on it. So, what we're gonna do is you're gonna put the line through, whatever. Got it on your wrist. This will be your dominant hand, so your right hand, or your left if you're 10% of the world. But what you're gonna do is every 2 feet, you're gonna grab that line and just keep continuing to cinch it up. You're just gonna keep grabbing 2 foot, put it in your right hand. 2 foot, put it in your right hand. 2 foot, put it in your right hand. And do that all the way to the end where there's this little barrel swivel. You're gonna put it there, all the way to the end. So this is what we call the horn of a cast net. So this is the little circle that you see with all the strands of like fluorocarbon that comes out of it. And you're gonna pull that all the way up to the top. So my cast net is a little broken. I use it a lot, but there's this little gap. It should go all the way up to this circle up here at the top. Don't know what it's called. They should be connecting. So they should be flat on top of each other like that. Mine just aren't. So it's gonna go all the way up to like that. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put, so right below the horn, you're gonna grab that with your right hand and put that with all the rope. So now you have all the rope and the horn. So you're gonna go, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go halfway down the net. So you're gonna go clear down halfway, and you're gonna take halfway down the net, also put that in your hand. So now you got the rope every 2 feet, you got the right below the horn, and you got halfway down the net. So you're gonna pull that up. If it's too heavy to throw, like if you're a smaller person and you don't have the muscles for it, go down lower. Just make sure you're a little closer to the weights. It's just gonna be a little easier to throw it. Not gonna get open as easy every time, but if you can go halfway, go halfway. It's gonna open better. So what you do from there is you're gonna follow yourself all the way down to these weights. And you're just gonna grab one. This shouldn't matter. If you ever get one and they're all tangled up, make sure to untangle it first, it's gonna matter. So come down here, grab a weight, and we're gonna put that one weight in that hand. It's on those 2 fingers. Then what you're gonna do is if you're facing the net, you're gonna follow this strand that's closest to you all the way down. You're gonna grab another weight, put that in the same spot. And we're gonna do that one more time. You're gonna follow the one closest to you, down to the bottom, and just look like that. So in this 4th time that we do it, we're gonna come down to the bottom, we're gonna grab a weight, but we're gonna leave it in our left hand. So now you should have connected to your wrist, all the rope, all in your right hand, right below the horn, halfway down the net, and 3 weights. So then you're gonna put this 4th weight in your left hand. So it's personal preference. If you wanna leave it like that, you can flip it over if you want to. It's up to you. I flip it over. But then what we do from there is you're gonna be wanting to do like a full body rotation from here and a toss. And basically you're gonna leave your left hand out of it. That's just to kind of spread it out at the start. So you're gonna do back rotation, and you're basically just gonna like roll over it with the top. Like if you've ever, like a right hook, you're just gonna try and power it, but instead of going from the bottom, you're just gonna do more of an over the top rollover motion. So let's get right to that. We got it all in our hand here. I'm gonna flip it over. Like I said, you're just gonna do back up, and roll over with it. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. If you're throwing a 7-footer like I am, even if it doesn't open fully, you're still gonna get about 6 foot radius out of it. Where if you mess up with a 4-footer or a 5-footer, it's gonna be a little tougher because if you mess up just a little, that space is gonna be dramatically reduced. So then once you get it done, you're gonna loop it all back up in your hand and do it all over again. That was like a more of a half circle open, but I'm still gonna get, if you throw on top of a school of mullet or pilchards or really anything, you're gonna catch fish. So with that all said and done, 7-foot casting tutorial, it's done. I don't need you guys to like or subscribe. It's just helpful to know if you watched it. If you want to leave a comment saying it worked, that's great. Otherwise, tight lines, good luck. If we can get some live bait for the next time you're at the pier, out on a boat, out on a grass flat, just out on a lake, whatever. If you're still gonna have a good time, yeah, throw some lures, but big fish, big baits, like can't beat live bait for big fish. So good luck.